Welcome to another episode of the South Central Podcast.
Yo.
I am your host, Ron Austin, and on today's episode, we are joined by one of the top rising comics in Trinidad.
Whoa, it's your boy, the Couva Lord, and we're doing it here for the South Central Podcast. Ron, Kareem, big up all yourself, all doing things big here.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So, reading from Central Couva to be specific, she has over 3,000 followers on both Instagram and TikTok. He has managed to capture views and hearts on his audience with his unique style of comedy. She is also the co-host of the Test Podcast.
That's right.
Boom, big up Junior Lee, same way, big up Dan Charlo, big up the whole production team,
Jonathan Pierre with the spear. I can't forget my brother Key Leaks.
With the Piggy Leaks.
My brother, boy. Them is my brothers for sure, for life. But I love them to death, like for real. But yeah, so what's the good run? What's going on?
I good for you. Thank you once again for coming.
I'm real glad to be here, but I'm real glad to be here. My partner now, so you know, anything for the dogs are fair.
Thank you.
So it's good.
Alright, cool. Let me jump into the questions.
Yeah.
So first of all, again, to anybody who now joining into the podcast who wanna get to know who the Couva Lord is, what do you say? Who is Shea Better? Who is the Couva Lord?
The Couva Lord, boy. First and foremost, that is a kid from Couva, born and raised, and like since I small boy, I was the annoying kid. We like to talk red shit. Everybody always like, yo, he's talking red shit. Why he's so annoying? And as you know, to me, that is my gift from God. So I started doing videos and stuff, and started talking shit on a public forum, and people kind of started gravitating to it. I mean, I'm not where I want to be, but I've been seeing the progress, and that's what we're in it for, upward movement and progress.
Most definitely. So where did you get the name the Couva Lord?
Boy, it's a funny story, boy. So you know everybody, to the normal man, when they say Lord is overruler or something, right?
Right.
So me and my friends, when it is you real like something or you're real into something or you real do something, he is that Lord now, boy. So if you like water, you're like, what water? Lord now, boy. You always drinking a water, eh? But I always tell them like, yo, I would never leave Couva. I want to live Couva forever. I love here now, boy. Right. This is my place. I just feel perfect here, you know. Sometimes you just go somewhere and be like, you know, I can live here. I don't get it. I just feel like I can live Couva. And they was like, dog, what's Couva Lord now? Where you always take it like that. One of my friends was like, and I was like, you know, that's not my name. And that was it. I just take it from there.
Alright, so what's your favorite thing about living Central?
Living Central, by the easy access to everywhere, boy. Central is accessible to everywhere. You see, if you go far up in the east, and the east is a nice place to be as well, our friends up in the east as be by them and thing. Kwame Weeks up in the east right now.
Kwame same way.
Yeah, and but to go south from there is licks.
Yeah,
it's real
traffic like until they reach our south.
Yeah, so in Central, by the easy access of everything is it for me, man. Plus, like, well, for me, the crime is not that high. Although let me real.
Can't really need it.
But I can walk around in Couva safe and sound, but everybody know you, everybody is respect you, and it's a real good place.
So, when did you just start making videos on a public forum? What years?
You wouldn't believe. So, in terms of recently, I would say about 2018, 2019. But before that, about when I finished secondary school in 2006, how old? And so around 2008 to 2010, I would have been making like videos and thing. I had this one video that was really funny. When you're walking down the street and you see a puddle, and you know cars is something, I drive through puddles now, boy. So I was taping it. And then I tape myself running past it for my life because you feel like I can't come and snatch it. Yeah, and then after that, I just kind of fall off. I just stopped for some years. And then in talking to Kivo, because Kivo is a good partner of mine as well. Kivo and my sister went UE together. So I know Kivo a long time. And talking to Kivo, he said, dog, do not stop. When I start back, he was like, brother, this is what I want to see. He said, don't stop, keep going. This is what I had to do now. And I was like, you know what, you're right. So since that, I was pressing on. And that is it. So originally, somewhere 08, 09 is when I started, but truthfully, what I would say in terms of consistent video being put out, I would say 2018, 2019, about 10 years after.
Shout out to Couva Lord, we are the Couva Lord in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah.
Alright, so I remember back when I was not watching it and I see I reach home from work and boom, I see the story of you appearing on the T10 network. How was that feeling when you see yourself come up, boom, and that's in the middle of the pandemic too and all too,
Yeah, boy, that was a shocker, to be honest. The T10 network news, they had a segment where they was calling it the last laugh, right? So they would have featured different funny videos on that now. And somebody was like, yo, you on news? And I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, you on news on T10. And so I know Peter C.
Right.
And that is one of his networks now. And I was like, for real? And they sent me the video. And I was like, oh shit, I'm on news, man. And I was showing my wife and thing, and my daughter was like, Daddy, on TV. And I was like, yeah. So it was actually a real good feeling. And I mean, I didn't get a payout for it, Peter. but still, it was good for the recognition.
Now I have a question more leaning towards your social media.
Tell
And
me.
the next thing leaning with living in Central Ghana too. What are some of your worst experiences with public transportation, my brother? Because I know you went with several taxi, man.
I have so much like poor experiences. Like traveling was a nightmare for me. So now when I get my car, has something wrong, I try my best to fix it. Especially if it's something that you can't drive that car. I don't like to hear them words, dog. I just try to fix it. One of my worst, boy, would be sitting in the middle of the backseat of the taxi, because I am not the biggest person.
Right.
So for some weird reason, bigger people used to hit me at left, right, or in the center like this. Squeeze up right through, I just hear. I done small, so the fact that I squeeze it could tell you the size of the
Headed
people.
in the black man, alright.
Yeah, like oh, they're killing me like that. And it had a time I was going to Shoguners, right? I didn't know me personally. I was unknowing to the change in the fare for taxi. So unknowingly, last time I leave traveling, it was $6. I was like, hey bro, boom, hold that. $6. No, sorry, $10. Hand me back like $1 or $2 or something. So I was like, yo,
Where the rest of my money?
like I think you count me in wrong here. like I trying to figure out what is going on here. And he was like, nah, fare raise. I was like, brother man, fare can't raise a whole $3 in the matter of a year. He said, that is the fare now. I was like, yo, what's going on in Trinidad? And me and this man going back and forth. And I was like, wait, come out here, why? And he started laughing. He said, oh, I know you use the man as make videos. I was like, oh, alright, cool. And I reached Shoguners already. That's why I was telling them, come out. First, anyway, before that, I wasn't saying that.
Alright, so how I would listen to you now and tell a story is how it reminded me when I was younger. And are you familiar with the Chronicles of a Player radio segment?
Yeah, well, not super familiar, but yeah.
Were you a fan of it back in the day?
Well, a little bit. Not avid listener, but when I catch it, I catch it.
Alright, so who are some of like your favorite radio personalities right now?
Radio personalities, I would say Chris Kennedy, Blaze, Akeem, who else by DJ Mash, who else boy? Super Hype. I think that is others, but I really can't remember right now. But that is some of the best that doing it right now.
And as your background is in social media, who are some of like your favorite social media influencers?
Influencers or just popular people on social media?
I would say influencers. Like you say more like comics, so like yourself, like Kwame, like Javel.
Right. So well, yeah.
Goodness, big up goodness.
Yeah. So like my in terms of comedy on social media, one of my favorite people is Kevin Sawyer. Javel, of course, Junior Lee. One of my next favorite people, Kwame, is a big one. He not followed much, but Gabriel Bridgemohan, but he's actually very funny. He's do dark comedy. Taddy Boom. Who else, boy? Jonathan Pierre as well. Jonathan is do comedy earlier. So
Jonathan Proof fan also?
yeah, it was Jonathan Proof, but Proof and all his red kicks. What I noticed is strong point is parody songs, boy. He had dog, check him out. He's Jonathan Proof on all social platforms, real bad. Who else, boy? Kes Ramsey. I really like Kes, his brother, Christopher. Who else locally, boy? Kwame, you know Kwame? Quams is our next one. He based in Canada, but he's from Trinidad. It have a few. I have like a good bit. It have the who I just call who run in the social media game, which is the Meccas, man like Travis, man like Chris Kennedy, man like Aki, man like Voicey, Papi, that whole unit. They doing big things. I like them as well. Like it have a great deal of people, right? Or the boy Christian.
Yeah, because I'm familiar with Christian
is my dog. Christian is my dog. Love and love. He and all anything where gaming and streaming is concerned. I ask him, I always be in each other like, dog, tell me this time. He's like, no, you was asking me questions, but he still answer now. But so he's always loved by him.
And sure, don't took Christian on to focus when they I think they take his account and he bounces back from that.
He bounces back from that in a big way.
Shout out Chris for that.
Yeah, nah, Chris really doing this thing like for real in a big way. But that is just to name a few. I have others, but that is just Couva, of course. Yeah, I mean Couva. If Couva not on your favorite list, dog.
Couva definitely.
Couva.
You don't find Couva does remind you of I think, and forgive me if I get the name of Roy and Nikki. Is it Roy and Nikki?
Who's Roy and Nikki?
Fair. Tell me if I think old Gloria. Roy and Gloria.
It's Roy and Gloria.
You know Roy and Gloria?
Nah, boy, I'm not familiar with
Couva does remind me of Roy from that. Then they go
what you mean? They just eat those people, Roy and Gloria. They just do local. They just do kind of local comedy. Yeah, boy. And it have nobody else just give you local, authentic Trini comedy like Couva, boy. And
Couva have it on point.
Couva literally create that lane for himself and is dominating it. And I really like that, boy.
I think we all know like it have a character like Couva in like a lot of every community.
Facts.
And Couva just perfectly align himself to what a character is.
Facts. Big facts.
I had a shout out Kevin Sawyer because he's set for the comedy.
I keep telling people Kevin Sawyer is hands down the best stand-up comedian in Trinidad and Tobago at this very moment. And I go on saying that Javel is a close second for me, but that's my personal reference. But I keep telling people you cannot deny Kevin that crown right now. And the man is so humble. And I say it'd be so funny. I said, dog, you can't even stand up and use the best at stand up. And he's laughing now by now. Nobody can joke about his situation more than him. And that is why the man is the best dog. Like for real. He is the absolute best. It's when he say that, let me drop my foot. The man, you take your time and put down your foot with the hands so and say, you all see that, right? I put my foot down because
watch that. I see it as some bits. Kevin it in that and that's it.
Yep.
It's a shawl. Shawl so on the chest.
Yep. Like
watch that.
Unbeknownst to the public, Machel meet all of us after and he was telling me, he was rating me up at the intermission. I went before intermission. At the intermission, he was telling me like, hey, your set was real good. He said, I real laugh and thing. And then after the show, it's like, all praises to Kevin. It's like, he say, Machel, stand up and literally say, I cannot believe I never hear your name before. And he's telling Kevin now. He's like, I was like, you never hear about Kevin? So he said, no. He said, I cannot beat this one. I'm like, no. I cannot believe I never hear this man name at all. I telling you, and he take Kevin number and thing like he planning some things that might involve the comedians from that same cast. So I ain't gonna drop it yet till it happen. Cause I do like to blight things, but hopefully some real good things happen.
I would love to see that shit. I can imagine how Couva Lord set on Machel.
I'm telling you that it will be a dream.
So how was meeting Machel? I could imagine.
Yeah.
I wanna be on a big truck with him in town.
By intermission, nobody could talk to me because Machel tell me I was good. I said, if you find it, somebody comes like, dog, your set was not good. I was like, I don't care. You the king of soca? No. Like you doing things out here? No. It was a real good feeling, for real.
Definitely. And shout out to you and to your set on the show was amazing. I'm so proud.
I appreciate that. I work hard. I've been working hard and I'm bringing some more fire for next year. And so you just stay tuned. That's some stuff I bring in here. And I test jokes on my wife. And she's like, you write that? She's like, nah, you had help. I was like, nah, girl, getting better in this thing, boy. And she was like, yeah, you're getting better. I was like, this is what I want to hear. That is what I need.
Alright, so now I had to ask, what is your writing process like when you're writing a set?
Boy, I just pull inspiration from anywhere. Like so I would just be chilling, my daughter will run and fall down. And I'll be like, that could think up and tie into something else and just bring it back and then get a joke. Like it just hit you. The other morning, like it would have been about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I sleep in. And I jump out my sleep because in my dream I dream a joke. Yeah, I jump up, put my notes one time and start to type it out. I don't want to forget. If I go back to sleep, that was the end there.
That is happened to me when I try to have a line of music in there. And if I don't get it, I sit down home and I'm like, shucks, I should have write that out when I had it in my brain.
Always, as you get an idea, even send it into somebody chat in a voice note. Or pull it into your voice recording app and just say it something. Hey, I will type this out later and make sure you do that because you just lose the ideas and you don't get it back till years after if you ever get it back.
True.
So make sure and document your shit, dog. I learned that the hard way because it had plenty fire ideas I had and up in smoke.
Yes, go on.
Yeah.
The one thing I've read that was my intro. It is like to be named running a sports day.
Everybody screaming, run!
Now imagine, in the year of, I have a lot of school shooters going on and things. And you're in a sports day, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody really come with and I go in a sports day, what's the first thing somebody going to ball? You can imagine you can anxiety, you go pick up from that alone.
Yeah, boy, that's messed up.
And look what cousin saying that right there, you go tell them, my body wasn't always this big. The head was also from birth. So if I stand up in this sports day and somebody shoot, yeah, you need to be hitting, aiming in my direction for me to get picked up. Boom. Telling you.
Your hitbox was big on the head.
Yes, it was. You don't even have to aim. Just so just sitting on our course, right? I had to ask you.
Tell me.
What is the Couva Lord top 3 bass?
Right now, first of course is Coors Light.
Right.
Second of course.
Big up Coors Light.
Big up Coors Light. Same way. Second, it's Coors Light and third Coors Light. Coors Light is the best beer in Trinidad and Tobago. That's
big
my
up
beer.
Coors Light. Big up Coors Light.
Big up Coors Light. Same way. Big up Coors Light.
Alright, so now I had to ask you, can you see yourself getting into film?
I most definitely can, and like remember I make mention to you that things happening.
Yeah.
That might be one of the directions we diverted into. And I have a brethren, J Revolution on all social platforms.
Right.
Jamil, real talented, insanely talented, because he does everything for himself. Although he has a team, he is able to do everything, and the content he does put out does resonate with me because it's similar. We align where that is concerned. It is a lot of nostalgia. He is throwing gaming things in it too. So gaming from since Nintendo comes straight up. He have little things that he just throwing like that. Real talented. I'll show you. I'll put you on to him as well because he's a real funny guy. And he hit me up and he was like, bro, we need to do some stuff, and we have some stuff planning that just stay tuned. Trust me.
I really excited to see you. Alright, let me pitch this one to you.
Yeah.
Imagine you, Javel, party at training day, Black B14 in the middle of Couva. You being Denzel,
Right.
Javel being the Junior Cup. I could see you pulling off at Denzel training day.
Nah, that would be real good. That is actually real good, and I'm so glad we documented it. Here's how we want to lose it, and here I'll.
So, 2 months ago, I didn't have my vehicle, so I had to travel. From Couva to Shogunas, it was $8 though. Now, I had to travel this morning, and a taxi driver telling me it's $9. Dog, it's not $9. All them men raising all their price. Dog, all they raising all their price for no reason, dog. No reason, dog. Dog, I fed up. Dog, I real fed up with all you know. Come out. Come out here, dog.
Load up the magic and cock it on there. And then we knock it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. For the Lord, the machine, M16.
Don't worry, lover. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, partner. This is not the end. We time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the South Central Podcast. I am your host, Ron Austin, and we are here with the Couva Lord.
Yo.
Now, Sheikh, now going into the second part of this interview, I want to ask you a little bit about your stand-up comedy and love for stand-up comedy.
Yeah, boy.
So,
Stand-up, boy.
My first question I have for you, who is some of your favorite stand-up comedians and why?
Locally or globally?
Give me both.
Alright, so locally, I mentioned it before. Kevin Sawyer, Kwame Weeks, Javel. Well, I had to call them people know him as Junior Lee. So when I say Jibs, people be like, who is that? Because I'm familiar with him, but Junior Lee. Who else? Gabriel Ridge Mohan, Jonathan Proof, Jonathan Pierre, Jerome Richardson. That was a name I forget, and that is what I'm trying to remember. Jerome, boy.
The backflip boss.
The backflip boss. Real talented fella as well, boy. The man good, boy. And I like his style for real. As locally, it have others, but again, I'm trying to remember. Who else, boy? In terms of globally, well, Dave Chappelle, the Mecca. He's one of the Meccas. Cat Williams, boy. I really like Cat Williams. Kevin Hart, of course.
Alright.
I prefer earlier stages Kevin Hart than later stages. I don't know if plenty of people share their opinion. Later stages he's bring fire, but them earlier stages used to see the hunger. Yeah. He used to see the hunger and how bad he and how much he love it now. But with how much things he doing, things is your quality for everything.
Your comedy their shift based on what going on.
Quality for everything. It have this guy, the guy, remember you had son, my guy, Siddiq?
Ali Siddiq, yeah.
Siddiq, he is real good too. It have a Latino fella.
Joey Diaz?
Is Joey is his name? Short, small guy.
It could be Joey Diaz, or it could be Gabriel Fluffy.
Not Fluffy. Well, everybody know Fluffy.
Yeah, I love Fluffy.
But I feel it could be Joey. I can't remember his name, but I came across him on YouTube and he is real cool. No set of antics, he just deliver his comedy.
He have a kind of raspy kind of voice, like he smoke a whole lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
He doesn't remind me, slick back here, mafia guy, like.
Nah, he's not big. He's a smally guy. He trim thing and he just talk real thing. He has some real good joke. People love this guy to Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is real kicks.
Yeah, because of his rawness.
Bill Burr is me in traffic. No, Bill Burr is me in traffic. Serious
nah, Bill Burr is real cool. Trevor Noah is actually do real good stand-up.
Yep.
And people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize that, boy. It have others again, but I drawing blanks right now. Richard Pryor. Well, oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Bernie Mac. The goats like Martin. All these people they sure have to be in your top 10.
True.
But like Bernie Mac, I really like Bernie Mac. Eddie Murphy as well. Martin, I think I say Martin just now. Yeah, Martin. Who else, boy? It have a good few of them, boy. But for me, top 3 right now where I am in life would be Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart. No in that order. But old Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Alright, so when did you know you wanted to pursue stand-up comedy?
You would not believe. Like, I always wanted to pursue it. And I don't know, it's like a courage thing. I was like, no, to walk out on that stage in front of everybody and just try to drop jokes, I think. And Javel was like, dog, you ship it up. Like, come on, let me write some jokes and do things. And Kevin was like, dog, he said, dog, he's a good looking fella. He's always telling me, he's always praising me because he's comedy Dexter Daps of comedy, which I refute.
Nah, the does look like Daps for real. The does look like Daps for real.
And that's not me, but there's always called me that as well. I don't know if I'll even notice for the comedy show. The background, they was using normal pictures, and when they introduced me, they use the normal flyer that they use, and then they use the flyer that I shared, and then they put the flyer that I shared with me bareback. A whole picture of me bareback.
Flip backs.
Yeah, like dog. So yeah, and it's James and Kevin who really pushed me, and he's like, dog, get in the forum here around the crowd. He said, if it's something you want, if you don't want to do it, I'm not going to mention it again. He said, but you tell me you want to do it, I'll be a bad friend to not try, at least make you try now. But yeah, no, that was it. That man helped me write literally my first set. My first set was on TV, like on our next network. I would tell you the network. I really can't remember right now.
Your
but
first set on TV?
my first set
Bruh.
on TV in front of a whole crowd, and Kevin was like, yeah, no man, my first set was on TV too. I was like, Kevin Sawyer, you are a natural at writing. Kevin Sawyer could really write. Kevin Sawyer, any screenplay, real play, show, skit, anything, jokes, anything.
Yeah.
Kevin started spoken word and placed second in 2 major tournaments. In 2 major spoken word competitions, Kevin, because his writing is real good. The man's a marvel at that. And that is why when he told me, he said, dog, I will help you. I was like, say no more, we're doing this.
Say less.
Yeah, so we started it, and my first set killed it because Kevin helped me with it. We sit down, we write it, we draft it out for over like a 4-day period, we draft it out proper. And I went on, I execute just as proper as we practice, and killed it. My second set, not so much. Second set was horrible.
Yeah, that Chappelle start there, boy.
What? I don't know how. And James was like, he said, dog, I don't want to scare. He said, but it was bunked up on. He said, this is what it takes now. But he said, I had to walk on there. He said, you feel I never get perform and people just watching me with blank faces and that kind of thing. Kevin said the same thing. He said, everybody is baptism by fire. You have to go through it. You just have no way to dodge it. And I was like, so what if we just let some weed in the crowd, some weed smoke, and
Lighten the mood.
everybody will be, lifting,
Look from jump.
comment to laugh. So as I go and he said, boo. He said, yeah, but it's kind of expensive to do that for every show. he's like, what is your budget? So yeah, and that's basically how I got started. So it's thanks to those 2 people, Javel and Kevin. I would always tell them that. It's like, oh, it's not me, it's you, because you still went out there and you killed it and all of that. And I was like, but still, if it wasn't for that push from all I would have never do it though. So that is really how, I get my start.
And what's some of your favorite moments in your journey so far stand-up?
The Comedy Fest, top notch, for sure. The Comedy Fest was like, so far is one of my heights, because walking out on stage and seeing that big of a crowd, because normally, most of my shows were smallish crowds, right?
Right.
And the first time, we did Laugh on the Ave, right? So that was like, it was almost weekly or bi-weekly show on a Thursday. And when we started, my first performance on Laugh on the Ave, the crowd was talking louder than me. And I was talking, and I was like, dang, and I tell them my joke's the same. And the funny thing is, it was the same set that killed it on the network the very first time I performed. And when I standing, I want plenty of my family there, my friends there, and the crowd is talking over me. And I didn't know crowd control at the time.
Right.
So I just kind of going through my set and talking and thing, and we had an X system. So somebody buy the X now, where one girl bought 3 X's. I want to get 3. You have to do karaoke now, right? And I couldn't go out of punk. So I was like, who it is by the X? And she was like, there was like this girl over here. I was like, yeah, these single bitter women, I was like, but don't worry, I love you, even though no next man will. I love you, dear. Yeah. The crowd was like, oh my god, this man have fire, we should put him back. And it was too late. I did my karaoke and I came off. And after that, so far honestly, it has been up, steady improvement ever since. But there's always telling my comedy friends, as I have a core friend group, my comedy friends as they refer to them, they just always let me know and say, dog, yeah, it's going to have times where you're feeling or where you're not getting the response you want. So don't let that phase, that all lies are part of it. That it is, so yeah.
So what's some advice you give to young comics who's seeing you now on the test, on your stand-up set, and like, boy, I want to try this too. I have one joke I write in my intro, let me see if I could go there on that stage. What advice do you give them?
The same thing that was given to me. Just do it. Jump out at it, go for it, reach for it. You're going to fail. Don't even let that scare you. You're going to fail. But you won't always fail. You will reach somewhere. And I tell everybody that with everything. Find something you're passionate about. and run it down. Like for real, run it down. Because if it is something you like doing, it wouldn't feel tedious now, boy. Like I tell you, I wake up in the middle and I just jump up, hey, I have a joke, boy, and write it. You would not. And normally, think about it. For me to do that, it felt good. Whereas if I had to jump up in the night to do anything else, that's a problem.
To go to work.
Yeah, I had to jump up in the morning to go to work. That's a problem, you understand? True. So get something you're passionate about, boy, and try your best to give it as much time as you could. Because you will fail at first, but failing is where the learning is. You don't ever learn from doing good or getting it right. You just learn from failing. You just learn what not to do, and that is how we just get what to do.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes improvement. Perfect is only by the Father.
True. Question. So how did you and Junior meet? How did the test podcast come into existence?
You would not believe, right? So where we met, you know, ex-national goalkeeper John Michael Williams?
No.
Alright, so, So, John is like a big brother to me. He and my brother, they are like this. All of us grew up since we small, same primary school, everything. He lives Couva. And his wedding would have been when, boy? His wedding would have been, I am married 4 years now. His wedding would have been at least 2 to 3 years ago.
Right.
Right, what year we in 20? Right, his wedding would have been for 2019.
Right.
Right? So, he for his wedding, Jibs hosted. Right? And well, I know of Javel from all that time and from stand-up and thing. And I saw him, and we used to see each other at places, so it was like, oh, like just a halo.
Yeah.
And I saw him, he saw me, and I was like, dog, you used to work in a grocery, because I used to work extra foods grabbers when I was younger. I was like, no, you used to work in a grocery and you look plenty, like our old partner had in extra foods and way. And he started to laugh. He's like, dog, no, I never worked in a grocery. Like, where you coming from? And he and like he said, but I just see you around on social media and thing now. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, you see, I have a vibe now. I was like, all right, say less. And then after that, he was living in California at the time, and we used to see each other. Then I started working KFC part-time as a driver. So he used to come in KFC and see me and thing, and we talking, and he's like, dog, to be honest, you have a vibe, and he said, I'm looking for somebody like you, because I want to start a podcast. And it's only afterwards I asked him, I said, how much people you call to try and do this before me? He said, dog, you was the first option. I was like, stop lying, dog. Why are you lying, dog? He said, nah, he called 2 people. Kevin was one.
Right.
And he had another brethren who he wanted to do it with, and they did a trial, and he said it wasn't vibes. And he said, but dog, you should really like take your videos more serious, really think, because since then, and that's how Javel is. Javel, once you meet Javel and talk to him, you will get something positive from it immediately, because that's the kind of person he is. And well, since I said, dog, we organize a day, and he messaged me on Instagram, and first he's so stupid, he messaged me on Instagram, and he's like, hey Shay, it's Javel here. big fan. You have a real nice vibe with you. I think you should do a little more. And I was thinking, I was like, dog, why you gotta be like this?
It's so extra.
Why you gotta be like this? And he laughed, and well, that was it. I went by my day, we sat down, we recorded the first episode, which was the test of the Test Podcast. It's on the YouTube. You all can check it out at the Test Podcast YouTube. And that was it. Since then, we was doing it. Although the show is on a break now, but we'll be definitely bringing it back.
And what was some of your favorite moments when recording the show?
Absolutely, the Akeem episode. Everybody loves it.
Akeem
is our next mecca, because Akeem is the only person in the industry that you cannot quiet, and he's successful with it. Right? You saw it had like a bacchanal with he and Killer and all kind of shit. And
I watched that whole live with Ian Boise Chick.
Yeah, so Akeem, and what people don't like about Akeem, but this is something I really like about that man. He just see it as it is. So if it's bullshit, bullshit. Like bullshit. And they cannot silence him, because that is who he is. He is his authentic self. And that's the same thing with Javel as well. And people like that, they have no choice but to be successful, because once people realize this man not gonna change, I like this man for who he is, how we stopping him? You understand? I don't try and practice to be this or change anything, and that is it now. But finding your true authentic self, and that is what the men do at an early stage in their careers, and I respect that from those two people definitely. So yeah, it would be the Akim episode. It have the other episode where anytime Javel drink, you always know from watching the podcast. So anytime you drink, it has be fun. It had an episode where we did in some bathrobes. That was one of my favorite.
That was a good one.
That was really
Every time
too.
Javel drink it, I say, my boy.
Yeah, Javel
Come
is
down
so
from
wild.
come down, nothing.
Javel, and you wanna hear something so funny?
What's that?
In now Javel is like that, but because of the dynamic we are, I have to pull Javel back from certain lectures because
That's constantly be like,
yeah, because I would be like, yeah, nah, say it dog, but like, then I'd be like, nah, Javel have corporate back in, let's not say this, like, yo, my boy, chill, yeah. So,
I saw sometimes Keegan was like, I have some real editing to do, Jay.
Yeah, boy. And you will believe Keegan is actually really funny too.
Mm-hmm.
That is why we have a lot of off-camera audio.
Right.
Because Keegan and Danny just be saying some real funny things, and we just need the audience to hear that as well now. Boy.
Right. And what was the even the background and the production editors? How was that experience and all too?
For a group of 5 people that just pull together and pull off a real good podcast, the background work, nothing short of amazing. Especially, I had to give Keegan his flowers, but Keegan editing from when he first jumped onto the show, because he came on like about some months after, about almost a year, about 10 months a year, he came on after. Cause he was messaging me, he was like, dog, I trying to hold my craft. One boy, let me come in now, I say less, I'm going to talk to Javel. I say, because Javel is particular about people in his space now, and it's so funny, because Javel and Keegan like this now, like real close, and real nice to see that Keegan was somebody, because I know Keegan a long time. Me and Keegan went UTC together, we play football together.
Keegan from Central too?
Keegan from Central too. He's originally from Point, but he used to live Couva, and then now he's in Shogunas. I hope nobody looking for Keegan, I hope nobody not looking for Keegan. But
Shout out Keegan Smith, Keegan Leaks in the Piggy Leaks.
Yeah, boy. And he his editing, because I don't know if you noticed, Javel whole campaign, his whole marketing campaign
for the Comedy Fed?
For the Comedy Fed.
Which was amazing.
The likes that we have never seen. Javel has done the marketing like that. Nobody has had a marketing campaign like that. It was amazing. And
Javel
guess
everybody check.
And guess who's the chief editor?
Keegan?
Do
make sure.
I'm telling you, Keegan and next soldier Ronaldo, real talented. Ronaldo is one who has been teaching Keegan, because Keegan was understudying by Ronaldo, and Keegan editing skills now, amazing.
That campaign was
real good. Everybody know who Danny is now. True. Because of that. True. Danny didn't know Danny a little bit, because we used to name drop Danny plenty. But now they know.
Shout out Dan Chalo, same way.
I'm telling you, same way that Dan Gorgon, but yeah. But Keegan, in terms of all of us, I think Keegan is the one with the most improvement in terms of each of what we have to do. Like, I have seen myself improve greatly, but Keegan, I'm real proud of him, because that's one of my brothers, and insanely proud of him.
I really like the episode with Keegan when it was after his birthday. With he and she, when she and Javel was giving the story about what was going on in the
yeah.
She gave him the broom.
Yeah, boy. Some wild nights. I missed that night though. I tell him I couldn't come out, and I know I regret it because some weird shit happened from what they tell me.
Oh, wow, but the night it was there for the lick. In public, and this is big fan question. Jed.
That was very weird. I wasn't there for it. I wish I was, but when they tell me about that, I'd laugh for half an hour straight, tears in my eye. Somebody just licked the man. I was like, real weird. Like, you can imagine. You have a beard, Keegan beard coming in here, plenty here.
Right.
And it's not as thing here, but here is where it happens, side of his beard. Like, you can imagine somebody random just come up to you like, yo, and lick your beard.
Cool side white the next morning.
Crazy, boy. That is some crazy shit, boy. But the podcast, I realized one of one of my safe spaces, one of my favorite places where with them fellas in that podcast, we just get real kicks, we have a real good time.
Right? And what about like with Travis and DJ Charlotte? The Charlotte episode is on and that I
boy.
like.
Charlotte episode was real good, boy. The Charlotte episode we had touched on relationships and stuff, so it was more insightful. And the Travis episode, Travis is so awkward in nature. Like, but he's cool. So in a real way. So, cause he just sit up like normal, quiet, and then he say something real funny, or he's do something real weird. So he's be like, Dan, what going on with you? But like he was, all I can see, he was only interfere with the background. Like, bro, leave that alone before the whole thing fall. Like, we don't have a budget. Everybody here out of pocket. like stop it that way. But Travis was a real cool one to be around and just talk to and think. Real cool guy.
Everybody here out of pocket.
Yeah, that's why you had to do it. I tell you, find your passion and run it on.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
Actually, so I have a question for you. What, like, in terms of already sticking with that consistency of putting out videos, because your consistency, especially with your IG and thing, as long as I've been following you, keep improving. Now as we see in your face right through. What helped you with that consistency over the time?
Like my brother Shaka, who is Jan, who I mentioned earlier, right? That he is one of my biggest motivators. Till it reach a point where it's annoying. Like he's like, dog, you have to do more, you have to push more. Like if we're doing this now, and so I just hear him at the back of my head, and when I'm not hearing him, I hear my wife, because she's like, yo, yeah, he ain't post a video in like 2 days. What's going on with you? Like check up on that now, boy. So having a support system does really help. And I have my brother, one of my sisters, actually 2 of my sisters, because plenty people don't know, but it have Nelly B on Instagram. She does things for natural hair and that local. She support a lot of local brands. I think she actually big on IG and TikTok and stuff. That is my full blood sister. And everybody's be like, yo, your sister is Nelly B. And I'm like, yeah, and everybody's be asking, like, yo, your brother is the Couva Lord, and she's like, yeah, like yeah, that's she now. And so having them in my corner, like I tell you, Javel and them, they just always be doing something, and Javel just be like, dog, out there you have to be doing something. He said, just create. He said, you were thinking shit, you know, but that going to be the video that went viral, and I experienced that. Like one of my videos, like gross 30k views on TikTok. That was one where, I don't know if I can remember it, I was getting ready to go to work KFC, and I was playing the Avengers tune in the background, because that is when KFC was now coming all out in the pandemic thing now. But
KFC was the savior of the nation that time.
Exactly, because people was thirsty for KFC, and I was doing, and that shit, after I watched it, it's like, I don't feel this will really be that funny, you know. And I hear Jim in the back of me like, dog, just put it out, you never know which one will be the one. And I did, and others, it had like at least 2 or 3 of my most viewed videos. Same thing, same effect. Like the last video I put out, the one with the picture, with like you sending you a picture and then posting it, over 5k views on Instagram. And I tell myself, this is crossing the 1,000, and it's over 5k already. So I was like, yo.
But I find it was making real sense at that point. If you send me a picture,
that is my
picture.
That is my
What you doing
picture.
sending your picture? So why is that common phone?
I'm telling you, better you show everybody your breast, because I will show me alone. You understand? Don't do me that. But yeah, and so just create and put it out. Push it. You see, the same way you will go on Drake page and share Drake shit, share your shit. Let people say, no, you're sharing your shit, and when they say that, share it at least 5 times more. Because that is the only way you will get out there. Nobody not coming to take the South Central podcast and push it more than you. So push your shit, believe in yourself, and push your shit, dog. Literally nobody is going to come and say, Ron, I really like what you're doing. I'm going to share your thing a million times. No, nobody not doing that fair though.
True.
So you had to be the man pushing your things out. And anything you're doing, whether it be football, whether it be cricket, whether it be comedy, whether it be singing, whether it be whatever, push your shit, yo. Push it.
And what is it like being a father doing stand-up comedy?
I have a few family husband father jokes coming, and it is be real good. Boy. Like being a father on the whole is something I never thought I would have liked this much. Like I know I would have liked being a father, but to the extent that I like it, cause you see how they say this person is my heart in human form. Like it is actually understand what people's be saying with that, and that shit is crazy because seeing this person taking them from the size of your hand and growing this person up to be a well-functioning member of society is something real crazy. And my daughter is 6 now, and she is really, really smart. She'll be saying certain things, and you just had to be the stern parent, but you just try to, it is be so funny, and she be getting my wife upset, and you know in that time, you had to be serious, dad, and not say nothing, but it is be real funny, and she looks exactly like her mother, but her personality is me. And I just be like, yo, I don't be around that much for her to be mimicking me like this, because I just always be working, trying to, as is the man in the house. And if the man, this pastor, the fat one who real famous, I'll tell you his name just now.
Have a lot of fat ones.
TD Jakes, he have it on dime. Yeah. TD Jakes say if the father figure is home in the house plenty, then something is wrong.
True.
You understand? And you had to be out there looking for it as a father, but as a father in comedy, I can tell you there's a lot of content. it have a lot of content. So I definitely have some father/husband jokes coming, and hopefully it hit with the crowd, with the masses, because there's a lot to talk about within marriage and fatherhood.
Okay, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Where did you go to school?
Primary, secondary. Well, since I don't mention primary, exchange RC Couva, and it was in my time it was Couva Government Secondary, but now it's Couva East Secondary. Yeah, Couva, which is actually a good school academically. But my first love was football, and they're not good in football. they wasn't good in football at all. We was the school that 5 goals sure score, that kind of thing that way. So much, in fact, it had a time, right? I had brethren going Caps Junior, right? I would have been in like Form 1 or Form 2, and we had our first game for under 15 was against them. So the men saying, dog, we're gonna kill all there, right? I was like, yeah, I know. I say, but I will score at least 1 goal. I ended up getting sick for the game, right? Yeah, I was hurt. They hit me 7. Yeah, one of my closest friend, Machel Edwards, big up you, my brother, in the States right now. He banged the keeper in his belly, and the keeper started to vomit and had to come off. And I was like, bro, I think God get me sick, so I wouldn't have to do all that now. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah, this thing is 7.
Yeah, but we get our revenge, because in Form 5, we beat them, and we beat them 3-2, and it was real mad. But by Form 5, we had a somewhat decent team now.
Yeah, round up everybody like the Avengers.
We had like about 5 good players, and that was enough to take them that way. And they was upset because they come in the game expecting a win, and we snatched that from them. So it was right.
I am late for work. Will I stop to get breakfast? Absolutely. Because my boss going to be upset that I late. Why should I be upset that I am hungry? No. If 2 people upset is an argument. If 1 person upset, them just upset.
is one of my games because Smash Brothers was like one of my all-time favorite
What's your
games.
favorite in Smash Bros? I want access
Pikachu.
I got an access again.
Yeah, say less. Pikachu was my main boy. I was maining Pikachu.
I love Fox, but
And Pikachu and Mario. Fox was like a third. But Fox was kind of cheap because he was quick and he used to hit real hard now.
like Pokemon.
Yeah, now
Fox was done.
But Pikachu and Mario was my two mains. And what me and my brother used to do, we used to start both of we play with Mario for the first character.
Right.
Whoever win, that next character, and we used to do that. And whoever win more, win the full beef now, boy. So we used to force ourselves to learn to play with every single player.
Brother, that is real match.
And we play in Smash Brothers since 64. We play in Smash Brothers since 64. Every Smash Brothers, only the latest, the last two Smash Brothers, I ain't get to really sink my teeth in, but I play it a little bit now. But those Smash Brothers is a childhood game by Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, GoldenEye, Diddy Kong Racing. It was like the top 4 games we used to play though. Like,
remember me said I'm playing that by Keisha and Bear?
Yeah.
64 still around.
Oh, yeah, and it working. First I went back to actual 64. I find a site that's selling them.
I am currently undefeated in FIFA. In Jacksonville. I played what? I
play FIFA almost a year, but I just had a train up.
I play the greatest. I come one day, get a marvelous stroke a lot in my cousin house.
You wanna fame them?
I wanna fame them. Dog. Run the clip. Come win. We are 5, 6 o'clock. We going. Come win. Come and 3-2-1. We going in. Let's go down the kicks. Good. You on that face side. This is can't win.
Everybody have a Hall of Fame story, and I started calling Hall of Fame, and people started catching on. I was like, dog, that is, in fact, go ahead. Roll it.
And we are back on the South Central podcast with the Couva Lord.
Yo, what's good?
And now we're going to talk about one more thing before we get out of time. We're going to talk about the gaming section. You can catch your boy Shay on Twitch at the Couva Lord.
At the Couva Lord, TikTok as well. Same thing at the Couva Lord.
And so I had to ask you, what's some of your favorite games, Shay? Before we get into the story about the time.
It have so much, but anything Mario, first and foremost, because that's what I grew up on. So my age was short, but I had a Nintendo. Right? My first system was an Atari. I have older brothers, that is why. Yeah. After Atari, we had a Nintendo, and we came straight up with Nintendo, everything. And so any Mario game, love it. Ratchet and Clank, obviously.
Big title.
Jack and Daxter.
Big title.
Yeah, like so. Obviously, you love the FIFAs, the Call of Duties, the Smash Brothers. Like I said, anything Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Mario Party, anything that could cause rivalry between me and my friends who used to avidly play GoldenEye. Like I don't know.
GoldenEye and Halo and some friendships, you know.
I'm telling you. You see
that look that just flag. Me and my cameraman, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very good.
This man could take out the cousin.
Nah, like those games is real foundation games, boy. But right now I'm playing games like Brawlhalla. Any decent adventure game, I would play that. It had an adventure game, Kina, that it came out last year. I was so shocked because it's a real solid adventure game. You can check it out when you get time. But the Uncharted collection, like I say, adventure games I really like. First person shooters. I play Destiny with some friends, not as often as them because there's a very sick man in that game. But Destiny is a real solid game. The FIFAs. I have a brother every time I play 2K in a way, but I never get into it. If I had one, the Street Fighters, the Mortal Kombat games like that, but old school Mortal Kombat or the new school. I have a brother in Keston. He really good in the new school Mortal Kombat. Playing him don't make sense. Like that's how good he is now. And what else, boy? I can't remember most of it, but like any game. Fall Guys, boy. Fall Guys. I have a very, very bad Fall Guys addiction. Like the game is so entertaining to me. Like it's so funny. So just watch the guys run around and see people fall off and thing. I be catching kicks. I play Fall Guys very plenty. What else? Yeah,
I would recommend Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. But so our brethren Hassim, he plays games like that, and he's like, dog. He say only start Red Dead if you're willing to give your life to Red Dead.
That is true. That is very true.
And I was like, that is too much a commitment. I already stand on an altar and give my life to my wife. like why I trying to do this twice?
That's how to get your life to Red Dead. The horse need to brush, the tail need to brush, it need to feed, the gun need to clean, you got fire shut out your gun degrading.
This is why
it's plenty.
He said, bro, you know, as a man, just give my life to games. And because he playing Final Fantasy 14, it's 14 or 15, whichever one, not the one that was with, I don't know if you played it, the one with Noct. Noct was the main, not that one. It's a one that online, fully online, and is an MMO. He just played that one and he said, dog, he said Red Dead, he said I stopped playing Red Dead. he said because it was too much. He says, everything is like you're literally living your life in the game now, boy. And so that kind of scared me. So I didn't bother. I was like, you know what? Let me save my 50, 60 US and not play that.
God of War and the new God of War Ragnarok is like,
yo, I need to play that new God of War, dog. The big reveal in the end of the first part of the new set, because I played the old set as well.
Right.
And in the new set, the first part, that big reveal, you play it all right?
Yeah.
Dog. Manson is low key. I was like, yo,
what we getting into here?
Exactly. So yeah, boy, and that was a masterpiece, boy. It has some others that was rare masterpieces. Like, I was a big fan of the Assassin's Creed. I played the last one, Valhalla.
Ezio Auditore for life.
Yeah,
for
boy,
life.
Yeah,
nobody, don't bring no other assassin for me. Ezio or nothing.
Yeah, boy.
Watch now.
The G, boy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but
Ezio to Assassin's Creed is like vast the Far Cry.
I still even finished Far Cry 4, you know. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
Far Cry 4 was good, but 3 will always be my favorite.
Yeah, but 3 was real bad. I didn't even finish 3 either. I started playing 3 and then I started realizing 8 hours passed while I was playing 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This is a problem.
Let me open world games.
Yeah.
Open world when it's not a linear story.
And that is why they're doing open world games, so you can get lost in it, and they're giving you content for that. Like that content for so.
Them titles definitely deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. But as you mentioned, and the man asked you, have you ever Hall of Fame any?
Personally, I like to believe I invented the Hall of Fame because I have a brethren, Roger, and I like to name drop because I don't be telling lies. Roger is better than me in Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of my all-time favorite fighting games, right?
Right.
From Hyper come up. In the old days, so like things like Marvel vs. Capcom and thing, I really like that now. And in the old days, Hyper and that kind of thing, my brother Lester, I can't beat him. Like, all how I try, anytime we happen to be in golf or anywhere have an arcade, say, dog, today is the day and cut your ass. And he's going in Hyper, don't beat him. I ain't accept defeat, but I accept that he is way better than me in it now, boy. Yeah. And so my brother Roger, in the newer set of Street Fighter games, so like 4, 5, and 6 coming out. So 4 and 5, he is better than me, right? And I just tell him that. So in Street Fighter 4, we had Ultimate Street Fighter 4, and what ended up happening? He real good with Guile. So I picked Guile. I could play with Guile a little bit. I picked Guile. He didn't pick Guile. And I beat him real bad. And I was like, dog, you will never, ever get to beat my Guile. You will never beat my Guile. He's like, why can you think I rate now come my Guile so bad? I was like, because I'll never pick him again. He is going into the Hall of Fame. And yeah. And my brothers was there, they start screaming, Hall of Fame! Hall of Fame! And that was it. After that, that is the move now. So if ever somebody who not as good as you in a game beat you, like we say we playing FIFA, and I playing with Juventus, and you play with Real or Chelsea or something, and I beat you, and I know I don't play with Juventus, that's not a team I conventionally pick. Hall of Fame. And you know how to live with that defeat, even though I know for a fact you better than me than any other day, you will destroy me
You
in
see,
that.
I like this tactic.
Yeah.
Because you can run with it. You can
I
run
will
with it.
never play you with that. So you could see other people and I do him that because I play other people with the guy. I didn't lose, but but the fact that I play other people, that was enough to get
I'm
red.
not playing you again.
Roger, boy,
I've
Roger,
won-
my brother, big up to you, but you will still never beat Machel. If you beat Machel now, it's 9 Street Fighter 4. Hall of Fame.
I'm never going nowhere. And I have one Hall of Fame moment in my life.
Tell
And
me.
big up to my shout out to my cameraman, Perry in the background.
Sorry, but-
Who's shaking his head back and telling Eddie, the one time, you know, I don't play FIFA to save, I can't play FIFA to save my life.
Serious.
Cannot.
Hey.
Any other game, shooter, adventure, anything, we good. FIFA, no. One day, God was on my side. I wake up, walk down the road by my cousins, and this is the whole village. I remember I tell you, the whole
Yeah,
street
that's
I
how it used to
understand.
be, man. Playing game through your window and
I tell you, we all upstairs by my cousin. And my cousin have a living room, the couch and everything.
Right.
Sit down and decide to play. I pick up now, you know, I say playing. One man, the loser come out, give up the controller.
Yeah.
Do it now, will they? Sit down, grab my turn, play. Beat my first cousin. I say, oh, go inside, but I get beat my next cousin.
Oh,
Give me give up. Come on, next one.
You
It
make-
reach so
you
bad,
make
I
the
beat
wrongs?
this, I
You
beat
make
the
the
wrongs.
wrongs?
I beat the wrongs. Men come back out. Men walk out because they vexed.
Dog.
Men walk out because they vexed. My cousin, older brother jump in. He get licks too. 2-0, men get 1-0. I slided men in the box, taking the penalty, men is squaring on that. One thing, you know, you're desperate to win
Yeah,
yet. Oh,
dog.
that thing coming out.
Dog, you let them man make the wrongs and Hall of Fame.
Watch
man,
that.
That is a proper Hall of
Watch
Fame.
that.
bro.
And my cousin, house that like that.
In your house too, dog.
So with that piano, baby.
Dog.
I'm sure you piano,
I'm
baby.
telling you.
Dog, the man coming in your
Watch
house.
that. I put
Nothing is worse than allowing someone to come in your house and beat you in your game, bro.
I move out and I go it after
You had to, that's your way to it. So much in fact, when we play in Smash Brothers and thing, and like so men never used to want to play a game by their house because once you lose, I'm going to say, who house is this?
I say that for years.
I'm telling you, cause this is no longer your house. I come in your house and beat you. Yeah, like till we used to be holding FIFA tournaments amongst ourselves. Till we have some brethren from Chicago, so we used to be coming down to play or something. Dog, it was a whole vibe.
When they get a Hall of Fame, they could go and
telling
actually retire after that. you know.
Nah, boy, that is a grand champion Hall of Fame, man. It's you can't make me
I
wrong.
sit down after. Men get fed up. Men was like, I ain't not playing no more. I done. I walk off.
telling you.
Then I do after that.
Nah, wait, that would have been it.
Never
man.
pick up the
I was
controller
a
after that.
proper Hall of Fame.
Thank you,
I
man.
was a proper.
And we are back. We cutting right back into this point. So we back. We good, the pen? Nice. So yeah,
Right.
that was the Hall of Fame.
Nah,
so
but that was a real good Hall
I
of Fame, bro.
retire
Kareem is
now
that
and
boy.
now I'm a big up and shout out to my cameraman, Mr. Kareem Berry.
I couldn't sleep for 2 weeks after that.
Very. Nah, that looks so that
I
keep
was
you up.
traumatized.
Especially if the man is not an avid FIFA player, dog.
One stroke, like I tell you, Jesus was on my side.
Telling
and
you, see when the FIFA gods bless you, dog, it have nothing you could do to lose, dog. I'm telling you.
I take my blessing and I retire after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's what you had to do.
I retire.
Leave on top.
Alright, okay, let me just get it and wrap up here. Shea, I want to thank you so much for the opportunity.
No problem,
to
my brother.
interview
Man.
you. I am
For
a big
sure.
fan.
Anytime you need me, I am here. You know I love the vibe, and this is what it's about, the support.
Thank you very much, my
For
brother.
sure, bro, for sure.
Alright, so I want to say, who are some of your favorite streamers?
The boy Christian up
Yeah.
top. I don't even think I
Shout out
just
the boy
watch.
Christian.
I catch a little bit of Ninja, but I just only watch Christian, boy, because he gives content that I would like to give, boy, in terms of streaming. Like if people see my stream and say, "Oh, you moving like Christian, you something like Christian," I would say, yeah, because I am inspired by him, and as a youth man, Christian is only 22. I'm telling you, with that huge a following, Christian is almost 70K on TikTok.
True.
I think he's like either almost 15 or almost 20K on Instagram.
And his following dedicated.
and
to
he has a loyal fan base. Now they start they're writing notes and putting boom bad car on his car anywhere they see it park. Yeah, I'm telling you, like his following is real good, and that is goals to me now, way. So Christian, big up yourself. He's a big inspiration, bro.
Shout out the boy.
Yeah, the boy for sure. And like other than that I have to big up. You have a brethren we just call Met. Where's Met game attack, boy? Something game in 868, boy. Gosh, I forget, boy. But once you go on Christian stream,
I think I heard that name on
you
the
will
stream.
see Met dog, and Met is real. Met is the, you have a partner who rough around the edges. Met is that man, and Met is so much kicks with that boy because they would be doing GTA role play, and Met is the man who ready to pop off instantly. Christian had to be calming it down right through. So if I had to relate it, Christian is me and Met is Javel. Because Christian has had to be like don't just wait, Met, chill,
Relax.
Yeah, and so like they are like the two streamers I was really taking, boy.
Alright.
Yeah, support local for sure.
For sure. I have a question for you.
Tell me.
If you had to pick a car to represent the Couva district in GTA 5, what car would you pick?
A car, boy.
A car. You drop in Couva in GTA 5. You had to pick a car that going and tell everybody, hey, I from Couva. What car you going and pick? You're right for Couva.
Hey. It's a good question, boy. For sure it's a Nissan. For sure it's a Nissan. Because whether people want to accept it or not, Trinidad is Little Japan. We are Nissan us.
Yep.
That is the most branded car on the road. Like for real. It will have to be, I feel it might have to be either a B14 or a Tida way. One out of the two of them way.
I feel like
it wouldn't be Almira, although Almira could gain the argument, but I don't feel like Almira is more a north or deep south kind of car.
It's a deep south kind of car.
Yeah, but no, it has some men up north who pursuing Trin City had a few Almira taxi men and there's like this big taxi group, so much to the fact that when one is coming, one just turn and block traffic for that one to come up and cut him behind him and kind of thing. Swear. Like they have like a proper Almira taxi unit now, boy. But because I have a Tida, I would say it's a Tida. I had a B14 before. It have to be a white Tida, boy. It have to be a white Tida. It will be rims out, screens down, them kind of thing.
And you had to be careful when you're going over a hump.
Definitely. If you're not scraping, you're gaping. I can always say that. If you're not scraping, you're gaping. Although I gaping because me drop my car now.
Alright, so definitely I had to ask you,
no, man.
what is one of some of your favorite routes to be favorite? Are you a damage? Are you a support? Are you a tank? Are you a DPS?
So I would take from Overwatch. And my brothers, before you jump on stream, I just tell people this publicly in first person shooters amongst my friends as I play with, I am the shittiest. I don't care. I'm not trying to pretend I'm the best. And why does he can tell you, he has seen the stream.
I have seen shit trying 1 versus 5 the entire
Yeah, like who in the right mind going to try 1 versus 5, right? Somebody, right? And somebody who not good, who know they're not good. So that way I could always say, nah, those 5 of them instead of 1 man just ending man out.
During the stream, can I get some healing, please?
Yeah, healing. We need some healing.
Alright, and we are back with the South Central Podcast.
Yo.
I am your host, Bron Austin Nashi. I just want to tell you, thank you so much for coming through and supporting
this is
the show.
nothing. I'm glad to be here, bro. I'm really glad that you even messaged you, consider me to interview me, bro. Like,
yeah.
And this is actually my first interview, like as a personality now. So this is like not only a milestone, but it's something I remember now. So when it is, I get big and people saying, yeah, I need to interview Shane and say, dog, I had to talk to Ron because Ron don't interview me. Well, it was when Ron was interviewing me, dog.
I was always a fan, man.
I appreciate that, I really appreciate that.
Please, never stop.
I am a fan of you and what you're doing here, bro.
Thank you.
Keep pushing for sure.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I'm glad to see. I like when Central coming up, Shane.
And that's it,
bro. Put something in Central and shut down the whole place. Machel voice and everybody.
Yeah, and I tell people Central is the backbone of Trinidad and Tobago. We have the industry on the back.
Telling you.
I see so they can say, and that is actually one of the best things about Central industry, the whole industrial estate. If that shut down or blow up, Trinidad end.
We had no beach for that industry. And every Claxon man drive an hour to be in Salt.
Exactly. So yeah, bro, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, man. I hope to see a lot more work coming from you. I always support.
That's the goal.
Then no shit. Thank you very much, man.
Sure. Bless.
Alright, and it's been run, and thank you all for coming in for the episode. Shay, you want to drop your socials before we head out?
You all could find me at the Couva Lord on everything. You could go on your mother's fridge, and just look for ad there. I am sure I am.
You can go on your
there.
anti-fridge too.
You can go on your anti-fridge. You can go anywhere, and that's where you'll find me. But Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at the Couva Lord. And Twitch because I'm trying to build my Twitch as well. So all is at the Couva Lord. Y'all can look out for me, right?
Alright, and you can always catch us all at the South Central podcast and everything.
Sure.
Thank you for tuning in for another episode. This is Ron Aston signing out. Peace.